Hi, my name is Ruth Smith, and I'm delighted to be portraying Esmeralda Quipp in the upcoming production of the Oakville Players' Welfarewell, March 20th to 29th at the Oakville Centre for Performing Arts. The play is a Canadian play, a funny look at the challenges and tongue-in-cheek solutions sometimes of living on a pension. The play is directed by Mary Rose, who had the opportunity to interview Cat Delaney, the author, very recently, and here are some excerpts of their conversation.
How did you get into playwriting? Like, how old were you? What got you excited about it?
Well, I was involved with theater in high school. I went to high school in Scarborough in Ontario, to Midland Collegiate, which is no longer in existence. But I had always acted with the Scarborough Theatre Guild and the Scarborough Music Theatre. I was always cast as witches and harlots, so I'm not sure why. I played Charlotte, Harlot, and Oliver, and various other things. And I loved being on the stage, but I'm inherently shy. I'm an introvert. People don't really see me that way, but that's the truth of me. And I had been writing since my grandfather was a poet and a writer, and so he started me writing a journal when I was 4. So I was already writing, and I decided to do a piece for the stage, and I entered it into the Simpsons Drama Festival in '73, and it won second place. It was called A Beggar's Dream. It was quite interesting, little sort of abstract piece of theater, and I got into it. I left it aside for some time as I pursued other aspects of my career, and I was writing as a journalist primarily until journalism fell to its death, basically, thanks to the internet. And so I just kind of left it to the side, but I picked it up and I wrote Welfarewell in a period of a couple of weeks, basically.
It's amazing.
The initial draft, but it was very clear in my head what I was going to write, because my mother went very badly demented. She had a series of strokes, and so I was sitting with a girlfriend one day, and I said, you know what, if I ever live to be 80, and this was referencing my mom, really,
Yes.
I said, I'm going to take up smoking, which I've never done in my life. I've never smoked a cigarette, and I'm going to rob a bank. So that little thought had always been in my head.
Yes.
And then it started to develop in a more serious context for the stage. And that's how the play ended up happening.
Oh, that's interesting. I love the fact that you've actually included that little part into the play,
Yes.
of your own thought.
That was me. And Esmeralda is based on my character. And also the fact that as a writer, I've gone through periods of extreme poverty. And I did actually have to go on welfare at one point in time, which was the most embarrassing thing I've ever had to endure. And go to a food bank. It was just, someone who has a lot of self-pride and preservation. It was not a good thing for me.